live on YouTube here. We're finally live. Hello, my name is Emmanuel Nuno Arambula. I'm coming from you live in North Dallas, and I am from Houston, Texas. I am from the Rio Grande Valley, and let's just spice things up a little bit. We got one follower tuning in right now. That's great. Tell your friends, like, share, and create. Don't forget to create. Screenshot this, screen record this, share it, um, rip it off, share clips. That's what I do. I rip off anything that I want to share on the internet. I think everything is open source material. Where's the mic? I want everyone to see the mic.
Don't invest in this company. Look at this. Watch this.
Oh my God. Not snacky.
The show's radically gonna change to everything wrong with Rick and Morty season 5. And how the fuck did this? The fuck? Here we go.
New Febreze Unstoppables Touch Fabric Spray. Just shake and spray to unlock touch-activated scent technology. Or even days later, enjoy bursts of freshness with every touch. For long-lasting freshness, grab new Febreze Touch.
For those who appreciate the hidden and mission heading, every turn in the road and every turn without a road in an adventure called life. The first step.
Are we blades in that one? For the love of snipes, how many times do I have to say it? Keep it singular. There's only one blade. Also, show never gives us the context for any of this. If it does it in another episode, fine. I'll give back like 30 sins. But for now, I'm all horned up for the alternate gem dimension, and the show keeps rolling over and says it has a headache.
Hello?
Morty gets cell phone reception in space. Meanwhile, I lose connection anytime a nearby squirrel farts. Don't ask me how I know. I just know, okay? Painting your toenails on your bed with no towel or any kind of protection underneath. Yeah, that's a great point. The 3D holographic warning system, however, is operating at full capacity. I appreciate the detail in this call screen, except that your screen darkens when you have it next to your face, so there's really no reason for it to be showing anyway. Look at all that work you did for nothing, Rick and Morty. Do you feel ashamed? Come on!
She only loved me when I was doing what she wanted. And what she really wanted was someone to dramatically look up to her and pay attention to her and treat her like a hero and a queen. And behind the scenes, behind all the kindness, behind all the love and niceness and friendliness, was a person who actually wasn't very nice and wasn't very loving. And I know when I started speaking out about some of the really awful things she did to me, really terrible things, she wasn't loving, she wasn't caring. And I saw that actually, fundamentally, she was a lot like my dad. Very, very nasty, very self-centered, very enraged at me not really primarily being there for her. And not being there for the growing little boy that I really was. So that's an example of someone who's a narcissist, but you don't necessarily see it on the surface because they can come across very different. It's in a way someone, well...
He's going to say that a lot. I mean, I would too if that was my name. Mr. Nimbus. A lot better than Namor. Uses magic ray to double the length of the table, but has to use a cloth to the wine spill. Sure, why not? Is that his nemesis?
Rick has a nemesis?
Rick and Morty is clearly poking fun at shows that introduce some random pivotal character in a later season, such as Cousin Oliver and the Brady Bunch, or Eli Scruggs on Desperate Housewives. But Rick and Morty is only so good at poking fun at these tropes because they're too guilty of using these tropes. It's the classic comedy trope of the
Mr. Nimbus!
Summer is going to dive into the Marianas Trench to recover the forbidden shell that gives him his power.
Allowing your granddaughter to dive into the Marianas Trench to recover the forbidden shell that gives Mr. Nimbus his power without her parents' explicit consent.
So time moves faster in there? It's like a Narnia thing? I'm not a beaver who believes in Jesus Christ, Morty.
I think they call them the Beavers. They're a distant cousin to the Believers. It's a long story. Also, he didn't ask if you were a Narnian, just if it was like Narnia in there. I don't know, man. All that defensiveness probably means you want to believe in Jesus. Or be a beaver.
Ice cold.
What? 6? Why? I'm putting batteries in the remote. Mr. Nimbus. The quality improvement.
I don't know whether to take a sin off for the intense but hilarious depth. I sob in the corner contemplating the mundanity of my existence. In other words, yeah, it's a Rick and Morty episode. Leaving the recliner chair reclined at her side.
Fine, whatever. Turns. Tab number 1.
How does Nimbus not hear this? He's right across the table. I accidentally had a video playing with similar noises across the table one time, and now I'm disinvited from family Thanksgiving. Also, where is this camera exactly, and did Rick plan it? And if Rick did plan it, why didn't he just grab the forbidden shell while he was down there?
I thought you already went.
I did. I just got a little busy.
Why would you make up a lie that makes you look bad when the truth would make more sense and take the blame off of you? Yeah, I got it, but the adults wanted all of it. Bing, bang, boom, time to suck face.
Where is your wine boy, Richard? I thirst. He's getting it.
Now, I'm not sure why Rick thinks this, because he didn't ask Morty to get more wine. What if it gets weird? Even just contemplating having sex with the fish guy already puts this in the weird category, so you might as well just go all in at this point, Jerry. The wine survives this. Centuries of this.
Isn't every end a beginning? Stay back! I don't want your stripped down Sundance sci-fi bullshit.
Oh, Rick and Morty, how I have missed you. You're sent back to just being you, old friend.
Can you believe he bought that tree bullshit?
Easier than I can believe they've been running the simulation nonstop all these years, just waiting on Morty to return.
But sure, yeah, go for it. Make us slightly more wet.
Title of my sex tape?
I just took some wine. I said I was sorry. What the f is wrong with you people?
But it was Morty's wine to take. So why does he think that that's the issue here? He realizes he's killed a lot of their people, right? It is Morty, though, so I guess maybe he doesn't realize this.
Frozen in time, forever asleep.
And exactly how long has forever been again? Morty leaves.
I had nothing but time.
A while back, Disney executive, she said, I have 2 children, 5 and 7. One is trans and the other is pansexual. And I just thought mathematically right away, it's like the chance you have a trans kid is 1 in 3,000. That's not a very high chance. And let's say the chance that you have a pansexual kid is the same, whatever pansexual means. But whatever that is rarer than trans because no one ever even heard about it until 5 years ago. So the joint probability that you have a trans kid and a pansexual kid is 1 in 9 million. The odds that you're a pathological narcissist sacrificing your own children to the glorification of your compassion is 8,999,999 to 1. So, like, do you have a trans kid and a pansexual kid? Or are you a devouring mother? Well, you can look at the odds and decide for yourself.
Naming at the age of 14? When the outside grows on the inside and then reaches back outside, your plant addiction has gone too far. How many lavender shirts does one person who only wears coral shirts need? This armor somehow flattens the basketball hoop on the garage without it moving, folding, or pieces of it flying off. And also leaves large sections of the roof and walls unprotected. Rick would suck at purge survival is all I'm saying.
I had to ask a question though. The majority of Texans who support marijuana policy reform, what's it going to take to change it?
Well, it's not changing my life. It's changing. We go to get a medical now, yes, but the people are not there yet. The majority, we're the law enforcement to legalize not there yet. To be candid with you.
And I know that.
I'm worried about a lot of the reputation. We'll get some things about it, but realizing it is, I have to be honest with you, I'm just not looking.
I had to ask a question though. The majority of Texans who support marijuana policy reform, what's it going to take? I had to ask a question though. The majority of Texans who support
Decided it was maybe better as a kind of kinetic mislead for another special episode.
Jeez, Rick and Morty is so up its own ass with this fourth wall destruction. And they swear an episode in season 6 will just be a static camera filming the actual actor's table read. It will be so clever.
But then eat people. Yeah.
During
Yeah, as far as like white activism, right?